Melissa Joan Hart in a Christmas film, I know that this is something I'm going to like. Having said that, the 2019 Lifetime film Christmas Reservations is not my favourite Melissa Joan Hart Christmas film. It's good, but I feel like sometimes the narrative wasn't that exciting. Directed by Deanne Foley, written by Keith Giglio and Juliet Giglio. I apologise if I've mispronounced that. We all know I'm terrible at pronouncing names. And this stars, of course, Miss Joan Hart as Holly and Michael Gross as Tom, Holly's father. And Holly and her father run the Treeline, a lodge at the Treeline Ski Resort. And it's approaching Christmas, and several families and individuals come to stay there for the holidays. And it's basically about the different individuals who are there and the places in their life that they are, and ultimately these different people from different walks of life coming together to celebrate Christmas. There's also a romantic aspect for Holly, where somebody from her past reappears, and she's got all these old feelings that are sparking, and she doesn't know what to do with them. Will they be together by the end of the film, or will she realise the past is better left in the past? I'm not going to say. So the narrative itself is not that involved, because there are a lot of different characters. There are lots of kind of, I guess, mini narratives. One of my favourites revolves around Preena, who is a young girl heading off to college, but her mother does not, her mother's very protective of her, and there's a potential young teenage boy there who Preena quite likes, and her mother's, obviously not wanting her daughter to spend time with this young boy, even though he seems very nice. And I particularly liked that story, and I liked Preena and Dadi as characters. I thought they were really good, really interesting. The Patel family were really, for me, one of the most interesting aspects. Then we have like the character of Kay and Tay Griffin. They were interesting enough, but I felt like they were underused. They weren't really given enough to be quite interesting. And then Holly, Melissa Joan Hart's character, she was likable. I really liked her as a protagonist. But when it came to aspects of her past, I feel like we could have known more about it, because there were several different protagonists and families to focus on. We never really got the chance to really truly get to know any of them. And in a way, that works in the film's favour, because it is all about these different individuals coming together in this one lodge for Christmas. But at the same time, I would have liked to know some of them better. So it's an alright film. It is good. I did enjoy it. But as I said, there are aspects of it that I certainly would have liked to have seen done differently or in more detail. But then it wouldn't have been the same film if that had happened, or it would have been exceptionally long. So I can see why the things I'm asking for may not have been practical. If you like Melissa Joan Hart films, which I'm sure you do, I would definitely recommend Christmas Reservations. When it comes to Lifetime Christmas films, this is not at the top of my list. It definitely isn't up there as one of my top recommendations. But in general, I do recommend it. If you're looking for a Christmas film you haven't seen, and Christmas Reservations is one of them, I'd say it's a pretty good one to give a go.